So just so that our listeners sort of have a frame of reference, can you give us sort of the Cliff Note version of what is the awareness wheel?
Okay, imagine a circle uh, and then spokes, and there are 5 zones. And the zones really relate to the history of psychology. Um, Perception, cognition, uh, I'll keep going around, emotion or affect, motivation, and behavior. So we translate those. Let me start with, say, kind of in your mind, go up to about 11 o'clock on a clock. And that's, we call that action. And there are little subcategories, past, current, and future in that zone. So that zone is my behavior. What I'm right now, my behavior is I'm talking to you. Earlier today, I did such and such. Tomorrow, I'm planning so and so. So this is my action. Next, going clockwise around, next thing is, we call it sensory data. What I observe from the outside world, what I hear, see, smell, touch, taste, I can't touch and taste, as well as the inside world. So when I feel literally physical pain, or an upset stomach, or fatigue, or also in that inside world is my recall, a memory of an event. And so that can be live data internally in my mind right now, is real and as impactful as anything somebody walks in the room and says something. It's another part of our reality. Continuing to the next zone is the thought zone. And here are my beliefs, my assumptions, expectations, interpretations, all kinds of things that I think about, ideas, all kind of go in there, obviously. Then the next zone is the emotion zone, and they're the range of feelings from, excited to pleased to scared to angry to, I'm sorry, but that's my background here of thing going on. Anyway, the whole range of emotion goes in that zone. Then the next, and kind of last one, the fifth one here, is wants. What is it I want or desire at any point in time? Now, let me tell you that when we first developed this wheel, we had these dimensions, and we got to wants. It was wants for self. I mean, it was all about me, what I wanted. When we were working with couples and we didn't really realize it, we were teaching them each to be flaming narcissists. In the sense, we would have them tune into all these parts, and here's her part and his part, and they're got all this awareness, and she's saying I want and he's saying I want, and we had them going like this, pulling on each other, locked up. Then there came a day, it occurred to me, and I won't go into how we got here exactly, but something's missing, and what was missing was wants for other. Now, what's typical is when I think of you, or the first thing we think about, in fact, I'll ask people, how many of you worry about what people think of you? Hands will go up. I'll say, I have some bad news. Most of the time, no one's thinking of you. Mm-hmm. And then I'll ask, who are they thinking about? Well, they're thinking about themselves. That's what is so powerful for all of us. So when we talk about wants, what's important is wants for self. That's a little subcategory in the want zone. Then when you think about others, what are my wants for other, not just from other? It's easy to ask, what do I want from you? But when we talk about wants for other, it's based on the other's interest. So as I've heard you talk, say we're in a conflict, what your interests are is there something in that I can want for you and help you get, or that we can build into this resolution. That was transformation. And then we have stakeholders there, and those are the people who are going to be impacted by the decision we make. So what happens is you have in the want zone, this can be really important. You're thinking systemically, not just about my thing.